Okay, am I on mute or not? Hey, Terry. Can you give us a thumbs up if you can hear me, please? Or Donna? No, Jason can't. He's already sitting down. You can hear me. That's right. You can hear me. Okay. A thumbs up, Terry. Can you hear me? Okay. You can still hear me, Donna? All good? Okay. Mute by audio. It's all good, I think. Or did I just... Okay, great. Thanks, Donna. Thank you. Well, what sort of a week have you had? I must admit mine has been a bit of a surprise week. I sort of thought everything was going I was all cruising along nicely, enjoying the teachings and everything, and I just had a meltdown that lasted for about 24 hours, which was all a bit painful and difficult. But I think I'm on the other side of it. You know, I think whenever you have those sorts of occasions, it's important not to dwell too much on it, just to allow yourself to experience it, to sit with it. This is a sort of advice that Thupten Chodron gives, that when bad, difficult times come along, that just to sit with it, just to experience it. And I think by doing that, you're looking for that unborn awareness, for the change to occur, because it will change. Everything changes. Our feelings, our emotions, they're changing all the time. So, you know, I shouldn't have been so surprised that I did have a difficult day, because that's just life, isn't it? That is just life. And, you know, difficult times, you think you're going well, and then boom, something happens. And yeah, why do we get so surprised? It really is just the nature of reality, the way things are for us. You know, samsara, it is that all-pervasive suffering. It is always there. And, you know, for when we're going through the good times, I mean, we're very fortunate that that is occurring for us. And I think we forget that. So today I really have a lot I want to cover. It's my last meditation for this 6-week block, and I've been really focusing on the 7-limb prayer, which is one of the preliminary practices. It's a lower scope practice, which is really important to do well, to moisten our minds and to create the merit and the causes for the middle scope and the higher scope realizations, which are more the meditations that Tony's been doing with you. So, so let's get into it, because I really do have a lot I want to cover. If I go a little bit over, I apologize, or maybe we'll just cut short just the breath awareness at the end. So just bring your attention into your body and into the present moment, into your posture. And just get comfortable. So it's comfortable for you for meditating, maintaining your concentration, so that the wind channels can flow easily up and down our spine. And the first thing we want to contemplate on is our perfect human rebirth. We have it. Here we are today, choosing to meditate, being virtually all for real in the Chenrezig Gompa, this beautiful Gompa we have here, where so many teachers have been. The energy here is just, it's real. You can really feel the energy when you come into this Gompa. So just recall that, just how fortunate we are to have this condition of a perfect human rebirth, to have all the leisures and conditions, all the conditions. You know, so many people have all the conditions, but they don't choose to take up the opportunity of a perfect teacher, of coming to the Gompa, of sitting to meditate. You know, these are all choices that we have made. Really trying to make the most out of our perfect human rebirth. And it is through this perfect human rebirth that we will attain liberation, that we will reach enlightenment. And this will occur because of our ethical conduct, because of our generosity, because of our patience. Not only patience in this life, but patience knowing it's still going to take many lives. Our Dharma practice is not just about this precious human rebirth. It's working towards stringing a number of precious human rebirths together so that we can continue on the path to enlightenment, the graduated path. And it is through out of our perseverance and our joyous effort that we keep on coming back, that we can see. We might not be able to see the goal in mind, but we know that the goal is there. We have our precious gurus, our precious teachers, who show us that through practicing, by really taking advantage of our perfect human rebirth, we can and we will progress along the path. But you know, as we also know that there is no certainty that our next rebirth will be a precious human rebirth. You know, we have fallen to the lower realms over and over again, in the God realms. You know, we have been cycling in this state of samsara through all the 6 realms many, many, many times. We've been down in the hell realms. You know, I always liked Venerable Gyatso, that he used to say to me, yes, the hell realms, my permanent address. And when you are in the hell realms, it's so difficult to accumulate any merit in the hell realms. In fact, we just habituate past negative habits of killing, of anger, of craving. And if you're feeling uncomfortable, this is good. If you're squirming, this is good. because it is through having an appreciation that we can fall to the lower realms at any stage, at any time of our rebirth, is the cause of us, which is the causal refuge, having fear in a lower rebirth. This is why we take a heartfelt refuge. And this is why this perfect human rebirth, it's so important that we take advantage of it, that we create merit, that we purify our negativities, that we develop a virtuous mind, because it is only these things that are going to help us at the time of death. Nothing else is going to help us. Our possessions, our body, our friends, none of them will be able to help us at the time of death. It is only our practice, our virtue, our faith in our guru, in our faith in Dharma. This is the resultant refuge. That we seek protection. And the qualities of the guru, we need to focus on our guru's good qualities, their body, speech, and mind. And we can, you know, it's important. You know, all our teachers say it's really important. We check out our teachers, including them, to see whether if we have that connection with them, that heart connection with them, whether we get a sense that their body, speech, and mind are inspiring us, that their presence inspires us with confidence, that they are teaching, their teachings are logical, reasonable, and that we check it out, and that they encourage us. I mean, our teachers are also very patient with us, so patient with us. They never get annoyed or frustrated, because this is the 10th time we've asked that same question again, or that somebody has asked that same question again. They're often, another mark is that, you know, they've got such big hearts too. So much love and compassion. We can feel this in a teacher. We feel humble. We feel in awe of the guru because of their kindness, because of their wisdom. I mean, how many times do you say, that's exactly what I needed to hear today? This is a sign of a guru. You come to the teachings and it feels as though the teachings are for you. And this is the skill of the teacher and the kindness of the teacher. That their bodhicitta is quite developed. And that they seem to have a sense of what's required in any situation. They say that when it comes to the guru, once you decide that and you're able to give yourself over to a teacher, and this giving yourself over is a state of mind. to a teacher and to take them on as a guru, is that it's so important then to that if because of the nature of our dissatisfied mind, we'll see something negative about the guru. And you've got to remember that this is a projection of your mind. It's not a projection of the guru. The guru, it's really important that we don't, that when these negative attitudes in relation to the guru arise, that we confront them and address them right away, because they're not true. You know, there's nothing inherent or real or substantial about that attitude. It's your projection. And it's an opportunity for you to work on transforming the negative attitudes, the negativity. You know, it is through the kindness of the guru, and it is through your attitudes towards the guru that realizations come. They say that there is such a really strong correlation between your attitude of guru devotion and your and the realizations that will come to you are totally dependent on each other. And that's why Lama Tsongkhapa, the foundation of all good qualities, is the kind and venerable guru. And so it's to the guru we prostrate, which is the first limb. And in the Guru Puja, the first limb of prostration is covered in 5 verses. To the Guru as a Sambhogakaya, to the Guru as the Nirmanakaya, to the Guru as the Dharmakaya, to the Guru as the manifestation of the 3 rare sublime ones, to the Guru as the manifestation of all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, to the Guru dwelling in the 3 times and the 10 directions. The 3 precious sublime ones are all worthy of homage, with faith, conviction, and an ocean of lyric praise. I prostrate, manifesting as many bodies as atoms in the universe. So do this. Just manifest as many bodies as atoms in the universe. So that is just a huge, huge, huge number of bodies, all prostrating to the kind and precious Guru. All of your bodies, past, present, and future, and all bodies of all sentient beings. And we make offerings, both actual and mental offerings. So I just want to go through the long mandala, the English, the meaning of that. Here is the mighty and powerful golden base. Here is the diamond hard fence. The outer ring is encircled with this iron fence. In the center stands mountains. In the east is the continent, Purava Vidya. In the south, there is Jambudvipa. In the west, Aparago Damiya. In the north is the continent Uttarakura. Around the east and subcontinents, there is Diha and Vidya. Around the south, the subcontinents Chamara and Apichamara. Around the west are the subcontinents. Around the north is the subcontinents Kurava and Karava. So this is the terrain. Big mountains. In the east is the treasure mountain. In the south, the wish-granting tree. In the west is the wish-granting cow. And in the north is the unploughed harvest. Now these four are the four precious realizations of Dharma. Now I tried to look up and clarify what that could be. It could be the Four Noble Truths, or the four different levels of realizations, like the Arhat, a foe destroyer. So this is what we're offering. We're offering these high realizations. Here is the precious wheel, the awakening of insight, prana. Here is the precious jewel, the awakening of virtue and faith. Here is the precious queen, awakening of meditative absorption, samadhi. Here is the precious minister, awakening of joy. Here is the precious elephant, awakening of mindfulness. Here is the precious horse, the awakening of diligence. Here is the precious general, the awakening of equanimity. Here the great treasure vase, obtaining our wishes with the Dharma. So all these qualities. Then we have the offering goddesses of beauty, garland, goddess of song, goddess of dance, goddess of flowers, goddess of incense, goddess of light, goddess of perfume. These are offerings to the Buddha's senses. Here is the sun and here is the moon. Absolute and conventional bodhicitta, wisdom and method. Here is the umbrella of all that is precious, which protects us from the true causes of suffering. Here is the banner of victory in all the directions. This creates a cause for perfect listening, reflecting and meditating. Here in the center are all possessions precious to gods and to humans. This is whatever we visualize. This magnificent collection, lacking in nothing, I offer to you, O glorious and holy gurus. In your compassion, accept what I offer for the sake of all living beings, and send forth to me waves of inspiring strength. By directing to the fields of the Buddhas this offering of a mandala built on a base resplendent with flowers, saffron, water, and incense, adorned with Mount Meru and the four continents, as well as with the sun and the moon, may all sentient beings be led to these fields. Then we'll go on to the limb of confession. Whatever non-virtuous negative actions I have done from beginningless time, caused others to do in which I have rejoiced, Before those having great compassion, I confess them with regret and vow never to commit again. And all those negativities we do unknowingly. All those negative actions that just seem to spontaneously, that we're habituated to. Got so many of those types of obstacles, habituated negative actions, negative ways of thinking. We need to confess them, acknowledge them. And then rejoicing in virtue. Through all phenomena lack the characteristics of inherent existence. We rejoice from the depths of our hearts in the dream-like bliss and joy of all ordinary beings and arias, and in every virtue that has ever arisen. So this verse of rejoicing in virtue, it's really focusing on the lack of inherent nature, the emptiness of giving. That giving is dependent on causes and conditions. It's like Lama Zopa, when he addresses us many times, oh, my precious friends, my precious jewels, and it's because, it is without having people around you. There is no reason for giving, for practicing virtue. It is through the kindness of others that we are able to develop our own good qualities, to be able to engage in virtuous activities. It is through everybody in the hell beings, the hell realms, the animal realm. It is through their kindness, their presence, that we can practice virtue. And this virtue, it's like a dream-like bliss. Like, wow. It's like a mirage. It's like a dream. And we rejoice in this virtue, not only our own virtue, but the virtue of others, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. So through the phenomena, though all phenomena lack the characteristic of inherent existence, we rejoice from the depths of our hearts in the dream-like bliss and joy of all ordinary beings and arias, and in every virtue that has ever arisen. Then requesting to turn the wheel of Dharma, please let fall a rain of profound and extensive Dharma from 100,000 billowing clouds of perfect wisdom and compassion, so that the jasmine garden of the benefit and bliss of infinite transmigratory beings may be born, abide long, and grow. So just visualize that, a profound rain of extensive Dharma from 100,000 billowing clouds of perfect wisdom and compassion flowing down on us, so that the jasmine garden of the benefit and bliss of infinite transmigratory beings may be born, abide long, and grow. This is what we want This is what we are requesting the Guru, to remain long, to remain with us for a long time. May your Vajra body is subject to neither birth nor death, but is a vessel of the mighty King of unification. Please abide forever according to our wishes, not passing beyond sorrow until samsara ends. So rely on the Guru to teach us. And it's through these aspirational prayers that create the cause for us to be in touch with the Guru again in the future, for us to have perfect human rebirth, making these aspirations is absolutely essential. Then the final limb, dedicating of merit. I dedicate the merits of the white virtue thus created, that we may be inseparably guided in all our lives by perfect pure gurus who are kind in the three ways, and thereby attain the unified state of Vajradhara. So the kind in the three ways, what could they be? Their kindness in teaching us, their patience and generosity, kind of coming back, being reborn, having the Mahayana motivation, and for being a perfect, pure example. So just spend a couple of minutes just to wind up this meditation, just really stabilizing the aspirations of this 7-limb prayer that we've just completed. And we'll dedicate the supreme jewel of bodhicitta that has not arisen, arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase more and more. May the supreme jewel of the wisdom, understanding emptiness that has not arisen, arise and grow. May that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. May all our holy teachers, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Kyabje Zopa Rinpoche, Geshe Punsok Sultram, and our other teachers, may they all have long lives. May we always remain connected to them, always be hooked in by their love and compassion, and be their disciples in future lives. May our respect and our devotion to them increase in this life. May we always feel the blessings from the Guru, so that we may be of benefit to all sentient things, so we can develop inner peace for world peace. So these troubled times, working on inner peace is more important than ever. And I thank you all for putting in the effort today, and thank you for joining me with this meditation. And I look forward to seeing you all in Geshe Sutram's teachings, which will be in about a half an hour's time. So thank you very much. Thanks, Terry. You're the bomb, mate. Yeah, hey. And the rest of you, it's good to see you all there. And Victoria, welcome. Nice to see you there, darling. Hope all is well. All right. We'll catch you later.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.